The Radio Misfits Podcast Network.
Hello, y'all. Welcome to Jackalope Tales, Urban Legends in Music, where we uncover, is it real or is it a jackalope tale? I'm your host, Charles Mooney.
And I'm Lisa Umbarger. And Charles and I are founding members of the Toadies. And now we're podcasting.
We're podcasting.
We're
podcasting. Pod. Well, you were taking on another person's life. I guess a stutterer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
so.
Merle Haggard. Merle Haggard in my way through the intro.
Yeah, I felt the presence of Merle.
Yeah.
Good job.
Edit that out. Edit that out. It's good.
No, we're keeping. Everything's kept here. Editing requires too much work.
And then we're sponsored by Tide Pods. Pods. Welcome our new sponsor, Tide Pods.
Oh man, we're already digressing. But yeah, we're talking about people who have claimed to be a musician that has passed.
Right. And I think that people just don't want to let go of artists that they love.
Yeah.
And so people take advantage of that and let the conspiracy theorists spin the tales of, yeah, I might be that guy.
Yeah.
I'm in disguise.
And the two people we're talking about are like major in their genre of music.
We're talking about Elvis and Tupac.
So some people, it's like I've got a few different people that claim to be Tupac, and you've got one that claims
one, and most of the people who are Elvis fans believe it.
Wow.
It's crazy. There's a Facebook page that someone believes that Bob Jones, his name is Bob Jones, is Elvis. And he does at least 2 updates every day to this Facebook page about, he's for sure Elvis.
Now, does he take on the thin Elvis or the heavy Elvis?
He's kind of the fatter Elvis.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's a Southerner and he's been eating some biscuits.
Oh, yes. Biscuits and sideburns.
Yes.
That screams South. And then we were just talking about, you found something on TikTok.
Man.
Which is your news source.
This is TikTok is my absolute 100% news source for everything.
It's all the truth.
Yes. But there's this new thing that people are posting about, that their babies are afraid of Alexa and Google voice.
You showed me this.
Right, where the babies freak the F out.
Oh, yeah.
And collapse. They'll totally collapse on the floor.
Yes.
And they know, hey, Google, do this. And the baby's like, whoop, and it just powers down and goes into position.
I know. It was
turtles in the floor.
It really was. It wasn't like they just kind of give a little sad face, but they actually flop to the floor.
Yeah. And lay down flat like foxhole.
Yeah.
Incoming bomb.
Right. And so I just can't help but go to the thought of, because how all of our devices pick up on what you're talking about, and things like that. Is there something going on?
I know.
I always kind of feel a little bit horny when I talk to Alexa, but
use your sexy voice.
Yeah. But it makes you wonder, because a kid's brain isn't so, numb as an adult's is.
Do you have Alexa or Google?
No, I don't. But
so I do. I have the Ring doorbell and everything, and it's attached to 2 Amazon devices.
Okay.
One in the back of the house and one in the front of the house. And my dogs are trained by it. They know what sound it makes when I come home, when I'm walking up to the stairs and the door, and they know what sound is like when a car comes by, and they know alerts, like weather alerts and stuff, like last night. My dog Pixie was sitting on the couch, and it gave a weather advisory about the heat.
Yeah.
And it made this little ping, and it has a specific ping for for alerts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she like perked up and looked over at the device.
Wow. Because she wants to know what's coming.
Yeah. She's like, I love the weather. Dog's like all about the weather, like an old person.
Yeah. She's old at heart, isn't
Right.
she? Oh,
but she knows exactly what the thing is. And when it gives the ping for the Ring doorbell that someone's, drove by or whatever, she goes to the window and pulls back the curtain to look.
Oh, man. Yeah. See? So, it's like Pavlov's dog.
Yeah. So Alexa's already trained my dog.
Right. Well, the dog probably wants to know if the dog walk's going to happen.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Exactly.
Because, is it going to be too hot?
Right.
Well, damn, it's
always
I
have to know how to dress for this weather.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to get those little pad slippers for your dog for like when it gets hot?
Okay. So, when I had Yorkies, I did have them, and it's really hard to keep them on their feet.
I always love the videos when they put them on the dog for the first time, and they walk like weird.
We did that, and the dog did the whole shaking and stuff. Yeah, I felt bad. I felt like I was being a horrible human. And I was like, "But so your feet don't burn," and they're like, "Don't give a fuck. This is unnatural."
Right. Okay. But it was hard to keep them on the Yorkies.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
and they were doing that leg thing where they couldn't walk right. And I thought they're gonna like hurt their knee or
it's like embarrassing being with that kind of dog.
It was like the Monty Python weird walk.
Oh yes. Oh my God. Hell yes.
So I would like walk beside the Yorkie doing weird.
You both doing weird walks. Hell yes. Oh man. Okay, so getting into not even impersonators, people who really think they are.
Yeah, this is crazy. So I took the Elvis. My dad was the biggest Elvis fan, and some people who know us know that my dad was an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah,
in the 50s. I saw my dad cry 2 times. When my grandma died and when Elvis died.
Wow.
And I will never forget that. We were at the community pool, and over the radio, they made the announcement, and my dad made us get out of the pool, and we got in the station wagon and drove home. And I saw one little tear roll down my dad's cheek. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Wow.
Yeah. It was insane.
Elvis ruined your pool day.
He did, because we had to come home early. Fuck that guy. Well, it turns out, no. Did he fake his death?
Oh, see, we're getting into the jackalope.
So here's the conspiracy theory.
Okay,
that people have put together. And this is how they think it goes. After faking his death in 1977, because he was all shook up from fame.
Oh yeah.
Elvis Presley didn't just leave the building; he left the whole showbiz world. Disguised with a fake mustache, a King James Bible, and a new appreciation for polyester suits. Elvis went underground and reemerged as none other than Pastor Bob Joyce.
Whoa. I'm sorry, but when you bring up mustache, I can't help but think of the Satchmo.
I know, right?
From a long time ago on one of our episodes.
Yeah. Right.
That's
not
right.
No. Right. So by 1981, he was seen preaching in a small Arkansas church, healing the spiritually constipated, with a voice that made grandmas faint and casserole dishes multiply. This is a tiny church.
Yeah.
Some claim he once exorcised a demon with nothing but a karate kick and a hip shake. Okay, that's what fans of Elvis want to believe.
Oh, yeah.
That's the conspiracy.
And why am I not surprised that it happened in Arkansas?
Right. Okay.
Didn't even stay in Tennessee.
Right. Why would he go to Arkansas?
I don't know. I mean, maybe there's just not the mentality to more people to fool that you're Elvis.
So let's visit how this conspiracy theory has continued to grow and gain steam, because I looked at the guy when I first heard it and I was like, absolutely no way. He didn't look like him. He didn't sound like him.
Oh, really?
At all to me.
Wow.
And I grew up with Elvis playing a big part.
Yeah.
And people were like, no, look at the side-by-side pictures. He's even got the same gap in his tooth.
Whoa.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
So the way that it's grown is mostly because of Bob himself.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps doing this, come here, go away, come here, go away thing where he's like, yeah, I'm Elvis. And then he's like, oh, no. Let me dial that back. I've nenever said that.
What?
But then he'll hint at it again and go, no. But he's grown this church and he has this cult following.
Yeah.
Because people think he's Elvis and they're showing up. People have moved to Arkansas because they want to be close to Elvis and they're going to go to his church and support him. Isn't it kind of crazy?
Yeah, that is. And a reverend doing something to get more money. Could that ever happen?
Let me think about it.
Yeah. So he's basically Elvis by convenience.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that's weird to me,
mm-hmm.
that the Presley family embraced it.
No.
Yeah. So
what?
He officiated Lisa Marie's wedding, her funeral. I guess her wedding to the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know. But he officiated her funeral. Yeah. Which helped perpetuate this lie.
Wow.
And he also, Joyce's has a lot of his sons are part of the Elvis Presley enterprises. So why? So if the family wanted to totally like chop it off, they could, but no, they're helping.
They're embracing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the weirdest part to me. And let me just go. It is not Elvis.
Right. Okay.
And maybe pretending to have a fake Elvis running around helps the enterprise. To me, I think it's got to be a business deal. I don't know.
But you even said that, like, I mean, when he finishes reading a scripture, he doesn't go,
He does kind of, yeah.
Does he really?
Oh, yeah. He kind of, he'll talk.
So he will try to do some things.
He is definitely embracing this.
Okay.
And So here's some of the things that are making me raise my eyebrows. So Joyce's sons, Matt and Scott, are hugely involved with Elvis Presley Enterprises and play a managerial role. They manage Elvis's legacy with music, movies, and they also manage Graceland.
What?
Why?
Wow.
Right? So that's kind of strange, right?
Yeah, it really
so firstly,
is.
They let him in not just energetically by going, yeah, maybe he is, and perpetuating the lie, but they have financial connection now.
Wow.
Which is odd. And then the physical similarities, which I disagree with, but these are what people say. They say that he shares the same characteristics as Elvis with the droopy eyes. He even has a chickenpox scar that matches Elvis, which, whatever.
Yeah.
And Bob and Elvis had the same kind of gap in one of their front teeth that matches.
Really?
And then you go to the vocal similarities. Bob talks in the same vocal cadence as Elvis. I mean, right?
Yeah.
And he sings like Elvis. So he sings gospel songs.
Okay.
They say he sounds like Elvis. I heard him sing. He sounds nothing like Elvis.
Okay.
He sounds like a really bad Elvis impersonator.
Yeah. It's like they're babies that are flopping to the floor because their brain just wants him to be Elvis.
Yes, so bad. There's all these things that just are, they're trying to shoebox this and like, this is him, this is him, this is him. There's a very slight similarity in looks to me.
Okay.
And singing, there's absolutely none. I can see where they think he has the same cadence because he tries to talk like him. He's got a baritone voice.
Okay.
But this dude is not Elvis. Oh, and he wears polyester suits. Remember the earlier?
No.
Elvis was not going to fucking wear polyester weird
hell
suits.
No, that's totally wrong.
I mean, he did have some flash and he was crazy in the way he dressed.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be an old man in a fucking light blue polyester suit.
that loses it right there.
Right.
No. But you see, though, he's catering to the people that are just so dying to think that Elvis did not die.
Yes.
I mean, they're easy prey.
Right. And, and then you add the religious side of it, and you get even more people coming in because it's kind of like Jesus resurrected, right?
It really is.
Yeah. So it's the whole mythology of Elvis,
right,
that people have just accepted.
Yeah.
And he's getting young people now. So first he got their grandmas, and their grandmas convinced everybody, is like, it's really Elvis. I know because I threw my panties at him in 1960.
Not in the
Right.
not in the church. Yeah.
I haven't heard of someone doing it in the church. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Damn funny.
In fact, we should make a pilgrimage and go
to see
Bob Joyce preach. And you throw boxer shorts and I'll throw a bra.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. We're on it. We're on it. Road trip.
And let's get some of those sideburn glasses, the Elvis glasses that have the sideburns on them, and show up. And I wonder if they police the door like that, or if they can have, do they sell merch?
Wouldn't that be the best?
Oh my God, I would buy some merch.
Oh God, some shirts.
Right.
Well, like coming to Arkansas, John 3:16.
Yeah. Out in the foyer, they have like red, white, and blue bunting on a table. They're selling Elvis libs, shirts, and some blessed water, holy water.
Oh God, yeah.
Elvis Bibles.
Oh God, I mean autographed by Elvis.
Oh my God, right? I think they're missing. If they're not doing this, they're missing out. They need to do it.
There's so much more revenue they could be bringing in.
Right. And something funny about this is my favorite Elvis album was his gospel album. Did you ever hear that?
Yeah, I have heard some of his gospel stuff. I remember hearing like a greatest hits kind of thing. Yeah. And it had a bunch of gospel songs on there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was impressive.
It was that song Crying in the Chapel. I love that song.
Okay.
It's really kind of bittersweet gospel song, but I love that song. That's one of my favorite Elvis songs.
Did your dad stick to just the rock and roll Elvis, or did he go to the gospel Elvis?
No, he didn't do gospel Elvis.
He was like, no.
But we had the albums. Yeah. Because we had every Elvis album.
Okay. I remember my grandmother having some of the Elvis gospel albums.
And he would play them. That's how I know him, because we would play it. But that wouldn't be the first one that my dad would pick. Which one did he put on a lot? I think there's one called This Is Elvis.
Yeah.
It's the one where he's it's the 1970s Elvis where he got skinny again. And it's got the lights around it, like the Hollywood lights.
Okay, when he's wearing the leather.
Yeah.
The black leather.
Yeah. And we listened to that one a lot.
But yeah, even it was so funny with the gospel ones, because one of them I recall is Let There Be Peace in the Valley.
Yes.
And he drove like that. And it was just like, holy hell, Elvis is doing his style for gospel.
And he makes it his own.
He does. He does. So yeah, it wasn't anything I hated. But
yeah, so I would love for Elvis to actually be alive and show up as a preacher, because it actually is a really cool,
fitting
idea.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be, I mean, would he milk it if he went through all of those manipulations to hide?
Yeah.
Would he go, yeah, it's me?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe an ego part of him would like lift up the sunglasses and go, it's me, I'm Elvis.
Kind of give little hints, but I think you're right.
I think if he was going to show up as anything, he would show up as a preacher though.
Oh.
But it wouldn't be in Arkansas. He would go back to Tennessee.
No, he would. That's where his home is.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't live there. But
right.
He just like fucking annoyed by
Graceland.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I'm in the little place right next.
Just look at Graceland and take a right.
I'm at Graceland Jr. right down the road. Thank you very much.
Oh man.
Anyway, so decide for yourself. Go and look at the side by side, because they have side by side pictures on the Facebook page.
Yeah,
that Elvis isn't dead. Please go look at this, because it is wackadoodle.
Okay.
It is all the crazy people going, and this, and they keep talking about stuff. And then they throw in aliens with Elvis. First, aliens abducted Elvis, and then they brought him back down. That's why he disappeared for a couple of years, and they stuck things up his butt. Oh, no. So,
that's funny.
Yeah, so it's like crazy town.
Okay.
But when you see pictures of him side by side, it does not look like Elvis. He looks more like Colonel Sanders to me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe Colonel Sanders isn't dead.
Okay, right.
So that's a conspiracy I want to start, is that Bob Joyce's Colonel Sanders, he's still alive.
Okay. I love that.
Special recipe in the house.
Oh, hell yes. With
special
a bucket.
Right.
Yeah.
Special recipe is Jesus.
I could see Colonel Sanders being a preacher too.
Right?
It's something about that South thing.
He shows up in that suit. It would work.
Yeah.
For church or for making chicken.
Having a plantation.
Yeah. Loving Jesus and making chicken.
That is, oh man.
KFC. It's the new tagline.
Killing for Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yep. Oh, with
Welcome
that special recipe.
Oh shit.
We're killing chickens for Christ. Switching gears, and now we're going to another person who, I mean, talk about, he is to rap what Elvis was to rock and roll.
Right.
You get people that don't want to think that Tupac has passed away. But with mine, it's more not the question. We're not even talking about who killed Tupac, but who thinks they're Tupac.
Yeah.
And we're talking multiple people. So there's not one that I'm focusing on here.
Are these white people saying all black people look alike? Because Tupac is very, I mean,
if you really just shave your head and have a bandana and goatee, I don't know.
So what, like Dr. Phil?
I do look like Dr. Phil. Yeah. I give a lot of advice.
Dr. Phil shows up and he's like, I'm Tupac.
Yeah. Now, the funny thing about this one, too, though, is, we're talking about all different parts of America. And even in sunny Cuba, there are some real life tales of people who claim to be Tupac.
So there's like multiple Tupacs in Cuba?
Yes, there's multiple Tupacs.
Oh my God.
We need a Tupac battle. It's like to figure out who is the right one. But going back, it's one of them. It's the late 90s. The world was still kind of reeling from that night in Vegas, and conspiracies started blooming almost immediately. People swear they see Tupac pumping gas in Arizona or eating a Big Mac in Jersey, but some folks don't just see him. They're claiming to be him. And so 1999 in Los Angeles, there was a man arrested for shoplifting, and he was actually shoplifting 2-liter Pepsi, Twinkies, and 3 boxes of cheap cigars. And when officers got him and asked him his name, he stared dead into the cruiser's dome light and declared, "You know who I am, Tupac." The closest he got to looking like Tupac is basically he was wearing a bandana. And so, I'm not we're not bringing up the sanity of these people, right. But, and then we go to Florida, where there was a man who this went viral in 2014. And this Miami Tupac filmed himself rapping poolside, croaking out verses he called new tracks recorded in Cuba. His videos featured him dramatically pouring Bacardi into the pool. And his magnum opus, a song called Makaveli's Return, The Chlorine Chronicles. And
No.
He did. And that went viral. That's what's nuts about it.
He's pouring one out for his homies.
See, I know.
Right.
There's nothing more glamorous than pouring alcohol in the pool. So,
okay.
But speaking of Cuba, this is basically the granddaddy of Tupac myths. Since the late 90s, rumors say that Tupac had fled to avoid Suge Knight and the FBI, so he had gone to Cuba. Tourists who took grainy photos of bald men in Havana markets claim they found him. But the twist was that more than one man played along. Reports surfaced of these Cuban lookalikes answering questions of, are they Tupac, with lines like, why do you think I'm here? Or maybe I am. Okay. It's like they were just playing right into the whole conspiracy or the theory that he got out of the country because of the risk. But one of actually the funniest and kind of the saddest of them all is tales that come from prison. Over the years, multiple inmates across Texas, California, and Florida have filled out intake paperwork with Tupac Shakur as their legal name. Not just once, but they wrote it for everything. The emergency contact, religion, even allergies. They just write Tupac. In one reported case, a guy refused to answer questions unless guards called him Mr. Shakur. His big plan, that guards would be too scared of his reputation to put him in general population.
The fuck?
And then, of course, good old social media. Over the past decade, fake Facebook pages pop up proclaiming Tupac Shakur official page. The profiles posted like they really are him, ranting about how it faked his death, giving exclusive interviews, and even selling autographed selfies. And so Facebook constantly keeps trying to shut these down.
Right.
But
well, you remember when they did the holographic Tupac at Coachella?
Oh my God. Yes.
And people were saying, so it was rumored, and I actually watched it because I was like, maybe it's true.
Yeah.
But it was rumored that they were going to do that. And behind the hologram, Tupac was going to come out and reveal himself that he was alive. I'm really here, folks.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Man, that would have really stole the show.
Yep. But it was a rumor. It was a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
About Tupac.
Yeah. Oh, they should have had another holographic Tupac come out.
Yeah, come out and go, I'm here, bitches. Diddy should be scared.
Man, but people, I bet, were watching for that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, no. You did.
I did. I didn't. Now, I did not really think it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think if anyone was going to fake their death, it would be Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
Because of what was happening at the time. Like, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, no question.
Everyone, I mean,
you talked about the environment around
being around
Interscope.
Snoop at that time sucked. It was really, really bad. And Suge and all those guys were, it was,
God.
It was.
Yeah.
Scary.
You could really feel it. Yeah. Now, another thing that's happened is radio shows. And in the months after Tupac's death, radio stations from LA to New York City, they received prank calls from men saying, I'm Tupac and I'm coming back. One caller told Hot 97 he'd faked his death to work on a new album underground. Another told Power 106 he'd switched faces with a body double. And
oh, God.
Yeah, no. So anyway, but
did aliens put stuff up his butt like Elvis?
Oh man, I mean, if you had to choose between Elvis and Tupac to really put your equipment in, I don't know.
Tupac, he's younger.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Probably less,
waste of equipment. Yeah,
right. Hazards.
And Elvis is old; he might not be able to handle it.
Right. Okay. Let's think. Let's talk about age of these guys too. So Tupac was not old when this happened.
Yeah, no, he was definitely younger. So it's now, does your preacher, he looks the right age and everything for where?
No, he does. No, it doesn't math right. No.
But see, I mean, it's like with Tupac, all these people that claim to be Tupac, you got to wonder the mental aspect. I guess you could wonder the mental aspect of the of Mr. Jones. So I don't know. It's interesting how the mindset of these people. I mean, everything's fueled by these people wanting these people back.
Yeah, I think so too. And Tupac, the way it happened, and it was crazy, and then it was back to back to back to back, all these assassinations.
Yeah.
Lack of a better word, it was assassinations that were happening.
Yeah.
With Biggie and everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I think Diddy did it. I really do.
Really?
Yeah. And I have for a long time, even before things started getting bigger. Who's the one who has most, has gotten the most out of the death of Tupac and Biggie? There's one person.
Yeah.
Diddy.
Yeah.
And if Tupac were still alive, I don't think that he is.
Yeah.
If he were still alive, I think that if Diddy was convicted and put in jail for life, he would show back up. So if you're a Tupac impersonator,
right?
This is that's when you come back. Diddy's in jail. Here I am. But if that happens, I want Biggie to come too. But
oh yeah. Oh man. Who knows? Maybe we would have a reunion.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
God.
Yeah, it's like
right in front of the courthouse.
Right.
Right when the verdict is
East
read.
Coast and West Coast, and it's Biggie and Tupac, and they made a record together.
They join hands.
Oh my God. It would be cool.
Watch the courthouse when the verdict is read.
And they raise their hands. They clasp their hands and raise them. We're united against evil. Let's go. Anyway.
Oh.
I wish Tupac were still alive. I would be.
Yeah.
That's one. Like Elvis, he had a good life. He was on the back stretch. Right. Tupac was not.
No.
Man. Do you listen to Tupac?
I really didn't listen to Tupac very much. I mean, know of his movies, but didn't really listen to him.
I never saw any of his movies, but I love his music.
Yeah.
And just
wow, deep appreciation for him.
I like Tupac. And not just because we were on the same label as him. It was just I like him as a rapper. And even his early stuff like that he hated after he got more thuggy.
Yeah.
Thug Life.
Yeah.
Brenda's Got a Baby. When I first heard that one, I was like, wow, this guy's like talking about social issues and trying to do something different. And he was a teenager, I think, then.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it on MTV and going, wow, this is really cool. This feels like it's going to change rap.
Oh,
and I think he did.
Well, speaking of changing rap and changing one stars, it is at the 1 star salute.
Yep. The Kazoo is an indication of what's to come. And it's where we read 1-star reviews of anything to do with music. It could be live shows, albums, whatever.
Anything people have an opinion about. Yes, exactly. And I do think kazoos make babies go flat on the floor too.
Babies don't like them.
It's that, yeah. So
make the babies go flat.
You don't even have to spank a baby. It's just blow that kazoo. But yes, and I tell you what, I don't know about Elvis, but Tupac is hard to find a 1-star.
Elvis is as well.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do an Elvis review
of
his music.
Now that's my case in point, because I have a review of a Tupac Shakur poem book. And it's really short, but he wrote these were like his poetry from when he was 19 years old.
Okay.
And
Brenda's got a baby time.
The book is called The Rose That Grew from Concrete.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
so this is his family banking.
Yeah.
He didn't want to release.
It's like they found it in a notebook.
I found this journal. Let's put some stuff out. It's on Big Chief tablet.
Mm-hmm. And it's very short. 1 star. Janet said, typical teen poetry ranging from, quote, nobody understands me, to, quote, hey, pretty girl, let's bang.
Oh my God, that's funny.
It's like not too impressed with the poetry of Tupac.
Right.
But did you ever write poetry?
They made us in school.
Yeah. Oh God. With the rhythm and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget that. Haiku.
Oh, you know what? I prefer haiku because they're short.
Yeah.
And there's like a real beginning and end. There's not just like you can, write sonnets over pages and pages of bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So haiku's like, here's the things.
Because just because you can write lyrics doesn't mean you can write poetry.
Exactly.
They don't translate well together. So
right. Well, I remember that Black Francis, they asked him to write a poem for a poetry book that was coming out. It was rock stars were donating a poem.
Yeah.
And he's like, I write songs. I don't write poetry.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong dude.
See?
And he wouldn't write anything, but they're like, your lyrics. And there's like, those are lyrics.
Exactly.
It's different. It's a different thing.
Oh, yeah. When you put the music on top of it,
yeah,
you're like excused for sucking.
Right. And he just like gave him the Heisman. He was like, nope.
Nickelback could write a poetry.
Oh,
Look at this photograph.
Yep.
Really?
They could.
That is God. Terrible.
Let's let's not do it. We could write we could publish a book of really horrible poetry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like go to Nickelback and bands like that and go, would you donate a poem, some song lyrics for this poetry book? And then we can go release it as the worst poetry ever made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Because there's some lyrics where it's like, oh, it just turns me off from the song just because of what they're saying.
Barf.
Yeah.
Right. So I couldn't find anything bad to say about Elvis.
Yeah.
And I tried to find something bad to say about Bob Joyce because, he's putting out music. He's cranking music because Elvis.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
So I found for the Elvis impersonators like Bob, a review for an Elvis cape with an eagle design on it.
Oh, yes.
On Amazon.
Okay.
And it's reviewed by LDPTX.
Oh.
So LD says the cape is heavy and the chain that brings the small neck tabs together keeps choking me because the cape doesn't sit right on my shoulders. It falls backwards and hangs almost down my back. I'm 5'4". So it's like tiny Elvis.
Okay, yes. Elvis. I see where we're going with this.
It's small and the seams are bunched and crooked. I wouldn't be surprised if it was sewn by a 4-year-old. I should have made my own cape. I'm thinking I will take it to a tailor and have them reconstruct it and add a collar. Or I might throw it away. And so,
I mean, Elvis's sideburns were 5'4".
It's a tiny Elvis running around.
Oh my God.
And then they can't even figure out what they're going to do with it. It's like, maybe I'll fix it up. ... Or maybe I'll just throw it away.
I love how the chain is choking him.
And it's so big that it falls down his back.
Because he probably keeps stepping on it as he's walking.
It's falling down my back. It was like, it doesn't sit right on my tiny shoulders.
5'4" and oh man.
So you know how they have mini Kiss?
Yes.
It would be really great to have mini Elvis and have like all the different versions of Elvis.
Oh my
like
God.
The 50s Elvis.
Yes.
Fat Elvis.
Yes.
Comeback Elvis.
Oh, it's got to be out there.
Hawaii Aloha Elvis. Oh my God. Would that be awesome?
That would be amazing. I mean, it's like one lay just goes all the way to the ground.
And when people throw their underwear, they're giant. Actually, you should that's what you should do. Throw giant underpants.
It's like I'm throwing a blanket to him.
Oh my God. I want to see. Are they, if there's multiple Elvises, are they Elvis? I want that.
Elvi.
Oh. We're to the happy ending.
It is a happy.
It. We're like
we did. We were about to digress for a while.
On the midget's back.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not supposed to say midgets anymore.
Stop. Yeah.
We're supposed to say little people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sliding in on the little people's back. I thought I could say midget because I'm small.
Yeah.
Short.
I know, but no.
I prefer midget for myself.
That happy ending.
The happy ending.
Yeah. We got to reel ourselves back in.
So, I mean, these people are dead.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Elvis died in 1977. Tupac died leaving a boxing match.
Yep. They happened. I mean, you've got these people who are claiming, and they can't, it's like they're just grabbing on to those people that just so desire them to be still around.
Right.
It's
and
like,
and we're trying to make them alive. You know, Tupac is not in prison and he's not allergic to Tupac.
No. Right.
Elvis is not in Arkansas in a light blue leisure suit.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, every time I saw pictures of Bobby's wearing a light blue leisure suit.
Oh, God.
What the fuck, dude?
What?
Pick another color, like maybe plum. I think.
I mean, the way you talk about his wardrobe, it's not right for Elvis.
And Arkansas, it's humid there. Those things would smell bad.
Oh God. Yeah. No.
Because he's not the skinny Elvis, so he's like up there preaching and getting all sweaty in a polyester.
Ooh, no. He needs breathable stuff.
People, that's not real.
No.
Come on, man. As much as we want these people to be alive, they have passed away. Let's
They make great stories.
Right.
I mean, it's always fun to think because we could go down the list of all these musicians that are supposedly still alive.
Right.
But
Jim Morrison.
Oh, yeah.
Any of the ones that are in questionable circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
You go, oh, no, it couldn't have been. Elvis can't have died on the toilet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be some talk about Brian Jones being around.
Oh, my God. Brian Wilson?
Oh my God. Well, Brian Jones too.
And Brian Jones.
Yeah.
But he'd have Kool-Aid.
Well, that's Jim Jones.
Right. We're mixing them all up.
We're just making one massive Kool-Aid.
Welcome to Old People Talking About Things. Next, we're going to learn how to figure out the VCR. Thank you for joining us on Old People Talking About Things.
Oh,
get over it. These people are gone. We'll be gone soon.
Yeah, just follow us. Yeah,
and there'll
just
be stories about us with aliens put stuff up our butts, and now we're. What would you do if you faked your death? Where would you go?
Oh, well, you got to just disappear. I'd probably, you got to make it somewhere where it's like you're. Maybe some national park. You go in and you never come out. But I got to go to a national
with bears. Don't you want like some of the nice amenities of life?
Where would you go then?
I would go. I would go to someplace tropical.
Hawaii.
I would go to Hawaii.
Die in a volcano, supposedly. No,
I would die someplace else. Like, die like so choked on a vanilla wafer. And then like, I'm going to scoot out the back here.
Yeah.
I'm not really dead. I'm in Hawaii. Do the old switcheroo.
Yes. And then, and then people will be taking pictures of bears and then I'll be sighted.
Right.
Somewhere.
We saw a mangy naked bear. No hair.
Petting a deer. Yeah. And then I always go to the visitor park looking for leftover
picnic
food.
Baskets.
Yes.
The mangy bears just stole another picnic basket.
Yep. Wearing jackalope horn.
Like taking sleeping bags and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't feed the mangy bear.
Everyone, thank you so much for listening. And please follow the links on our show notes and find us on all the socials. Yeah, definitely. Like, subscribe, rate, leave us reviews on Apple Podcast, anywhere you get your podcast. We're a part of Radio Misfits now. So yeah, we're excited about that. We're getting exposure. Yep. I noticed we have like 30% of our listeners in France. Hell yeah. I know. I don't know how that came about. They think we're good French kissers. And also, we got a new review. We did. I know. It was please fantastic. Review. We're going to shout out to everyone. Yep. We're going to give a shout out. Let's see. Was that? Yeah. Let's see. Let me go to the show. Sorry, old person having to do technology. Zed the cat. Yeah. So he gave us a cool review. That gave us another one. We kind of went dry for a while. Right. We didn't have a whole lot, even though Charles, every single episode says, hey, please send us, give us a review. Let us know you love us or hate us. And then crickets. It's like the emergency. Until Zed the cat. Zed the cat stepped up. We love Zed. Thank you, Zed. Thank you, Zed, so much. And it was a cool review, too. It was. Thanks for the nice words. And join us next time as we question. Is it real? Or is it a jackalope tale? Man, I know. You never know. Right. Unless they're a reverend in Arkansas. Yeah, it's not Elvis people. So I wonder if just us talking about saying it's not Elvis and everyone's going to leave the congregation now. But they're going to go, did you hear the jackalope tale? And now they're going to go, I'm out. And so there's Bob sitting with his little offering plate, nothing in it. But see, I want to go. I want to go see him. I do too. I know. Oh, do you put underwear in the offering plate? Oh, there you go. I mean, put some edible underwear in there. Here you go, creature. The best offering ever. How far drive is that? It's not far. No, I just drove through Arkansas recently, so it was It was about 6 hours. Should we go and have a Jackalope Tales from the pulpit? Oh, yes. Okay. We can preach it. Yep. My dad said, he always used to say this whenever I went to church. He was like, remember, if you fart, you have to sit in your own pew. He said that every Sunday. Damn, that's great. And he thought he was the funniest fucker ever. Shit, yes. He said it every Sunday. God, we're going to... We'll make shirts that say that. Oh, your dad. I tell you, I love that. Good old dad jokes. Oh, bye, everybody. Don't review us based on that joke. It's a dad joke. It was perfect. I loved it. Yep. My dad said, he always used to say this whenever I went to church. He was like, remember, if you fart, you have to sit in your own pew.